something we love too, Sunday weather. That's what we're looking forward to the most.
Yeah, Easter Sunday, calmer winds, but before then, stronger winds. 5:14 on this Thursday morning. Winds just beginning to pick up already. A 20-mile-per-hour sustained wind at the TRC, a 17-mile-per-hour sustained wind there in Rio Grande Valley. More on them in just a bit. A 14-mile-per-hour wind in Las Vegas and Tucumcari. Those winds descending down the mountains, the east slopes of the mountains, rapidly descending and warming the surface more than compared to yesterday, leading to mostly well above normal temperatures this morning. Very clear skies for the most part, clouds approaching the four corners. The precipitation over with, kind of moving to the northeast under this high pressure, but that is also allowing for more unstable weather out in front of our next low pressure. Mostly clear skies right now. Looking at Rio Grande Valley, panning toward the area, we do notice that we have the dry weather, still dark conditions, 59 degrees right now with a 17-mile-per-hour wind gusting to 25 miles per hour. If you look closely enough, flags are whipping, and also the trees are starting to kind of billow in the slightly stronger winds this morning compared to yesterday morning. And again, still dark out there. You see the leaves kind of brushing through with the wind. That is something that we'll see more later today, potentially down tree limbs and trees, down power lines, and public safety power shutoffs are possible later today because of the strong winds. More on that in just a bit. Again, we're very mild not only in Rio Grande Valley, but Roswell in the mid to upper 50s and low 60s, 62 in Carlsbad, 66 in Las Cruces, 65 in places like the TRC. Meanwhile, calmer and colder in Alamosa, 35, 49 Santa Fe, 50 Albuquerque, 39 in Grants. Meanwhile, that downsloping effect causing that warmer effect in Tucumcari, 58 degrees. And a temperature divide today from Albuquerque to the east, 80s and 90s. Santa Fe to the north and west, 60s and 70s widespread. And in between, stronger winds. Near record high temperatures once again in Roswell, 80s in Deming, low 70s in the reserve, 60s and high 50s in Alamosa. So yeah, all sorts of different temperatures across our viewing area later today with only a few passing clouds. Rain and snow will start to approach the four corners. That will be our next cool down. With the rain and snow moving on in for many in New Mexico later tomorrow and Saturday, we'll see big changes. But before then, sunny, mostly pretty mild across New Mexico, and dusty, 80 degrees this afternoon. With pretty warm weather, the low humidity and the strong wind gusts, we really have that fire threat potential. Already, humidity values below 20% this morning. Albuquerque dropping potentially below 10%, with winds gusting between near 40 to 65 miles per hour from Albuquerque to Las Vegas. The strongest of winds near the Las Vegas and more area. Potentially, again, damaging winds, widespread blowing dust with high wind warnings throughout much of eastern and northern New Mexico down toward the southern Rio Grande Valley. In the northern mountain communities to Albuquerque in the eastern and southern New Mexico and the Four Corners in far southwest New Mexico under wind advisories for up to 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The extreme fire threat is something that, again, we'll have to watch out for starting late this morning throughout the afternoon because of the very strong winds, the low humidity. Fires may rapidly spread for all of our viewing areas, so this is no joke, something we'll really have to keep an eye on. With blowing dust most likely near Alamogordo toward Deming with blowing dust advisories, especially the dust will be around I-10, even some localized dust around Roswell with brownout conditions possible, even around Albuquerque in the Four Corners. So dusty and gusty today, and even more chances for blowing dust in the fire threat potential tomorrow with red flag warnings from the northeast highlands down to southwest New Mexico and fire weather watches for southeast New Mexico. Then a low pressure approaches later tomorrow and Saturday right over New Mexico with more widespread rain and snow chances. Still uncertainty in how much rain and snow we'll see in the northern Rio Grande Valley, but snow is very likely in the northern mountain communities and rain is more likely in eastern New Mexico. So places like Durango, 60s and low 70s today, 40s and 50s Friday and Saturday, becoming wet and wintry, and winter weather advisories in the San Juan Mountains near Alamosa. You may see a little bit of wet snow. 70s today in Farmington, 40s and 50s tomorrow and Saturday, lows in the teens and 20s for some areas, including Cuba. So a big temperature drop ahead. Camado, 60s, Glenwood, 70s, Deming, 80s, and places like Roswell, 90s. But the dust will be something that is a constant this afternoon throughout much of New Mexico, especially Clovis, Las Vegas, and Mora. Again, very strong winds today. Please charge your phones and laptops. Be wary for the potential for power outages. Red River, 50s. Taos upper 60s, Santa Fe 70s. Temperatures will drop with rain, wet snow late tomorrow night into Saturday. Moriarty, Cedar Crest, Bernalillo, Rio Rancho, Belen, and Albuquerque. Temperatures mostly in the 70s and low 80s today. Tomorrow, temperatures dropping near normal. Going to be a dreary one on Saturday. Now, it'll be very breezy tomorrow, but a little bit less windy than today. Less windy on Saturday with a chance of rain. And then Sunday, Easter Sunday, there's the better weather. Temperatures rising back near normal with calmer winds.
Looking forward to Sunday then. A few rocky days ahead of us, but not bad.
Doesn't Mother Nature know I wanted to barbecue on Saturday?
Just barbecue on Sunday, David.
I know, but I
David.
wanted Saturday. I just had other ideas in mind, I guess, but yeah, all right.
Just know that Saturdays have been inconsistent, either in the upper 80s or in the 40s and 50s the past few Saturdays. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, we could throw like a dart and just like see where it kind of lands. I think that's how Mother Nature's playing it these days.
Yeah, kind of playing a cruel joke on us.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot, Ray.